So does the 2024 Toyota Tacoma have weak or defective door seals? Of all things, right? Over on my Facebook group, I've had a couple of people post pictures of torn up door seals in their brand new 2024 Tacomas. Maybe not brand new right off the lot, but I mean, it's a new model year, right? And I've had vehicles 20 plus years old that never looked like these pictures that I'm going to show you here in just a second look when it comes to the door seals. Take a look. So, what do you think of that? Pretty bad, I think, right? Now, obviously, you can destroy anything if you put enough wear and tear on it, right? Maybe these folks are hitting the door seals with their feet every time they climb in and out of the truck. It seems to be only on the driver's side. Or maybe they're slipping across there somehow when they get in and out. I'm not quite sure. I'll show you where in a second. Before we get to that though, at the end of this video, there's going to be a shot of the new shackles on the back of the truck. Recently, I had talked about putting red shackles on the back as opposed to black, and I think they're going to look really good. The reason I'm going to red, you might wonder, is because I went with red in the front. And after doing that, I really like the look. I thought maybe the different color of red would look funny or something, but it actually blends in really well with the truck. We'll get to that at the end of the video. But now we're going to take a look at the seals in my truck to see if I have the issue that I showed you in these pictures, right? Now, where they were talking about, it seemed to me to be primarily right here in the little crook when you get in and out of the truck, I guess. And I'm not sure how you hit that. I mean, why would you put your foot there, right? I mean, you're not going to put your foot there when you get in and out. And then, of course, when you do get out, I mean, maybe this is what they're doing. They're scraping their foot across there. Maybe they have longer legs than I do. So when they climb in, they're scraping their foot across there before they go ahead and enter the footwell. I'm not sure. When you get out, maybe they're doing the same thing. They're doing one of these lean forwards and hitting it with their foot when they get out. I don't know. Seems kind of funky to me, but let's take a look. We're going to start right along the bottom here. And if anywhere where I think you might have a problem, it would be in this area, right? I mean, you can see some scrape marks there where I scrape my feet when I get in and out. So right along here is where I would think you'd have a problem. Now, you can probably see in the video, there are holes. There are drain holes or weep holes or maybe air holes all along the weather stripping on the truck. So maybe if you caught right there in that hole as you were getting out with the tread on your shoe, you could rip. I don't know. I don't have any issues. Let's go on up. This is, of course, the front part of the door area. And you guys can see there are no rips or tears or anything else like that on mine. Maybe up here in the corner would be another area where the door maybe impacts a little harder. I'm not sure. And then going on down, again, no issues on mine. Now, when we get down here, right into this corner, that is the area where these folks say they've had some problems, right? See if I can get a little bit more light on that area. We'll look at it a little bit closer here. I don't see any issues with mine. Looking right along here, and they were talking about pretty much right here in this area. Let's kind of pull it out a little bit. I mean, there's no tearing, there's no ripping, although there are a couple of these little weep holes here, you guys can see. So again, if they're grabbing this with their tread on their shoe or something maybe, and they're ripping it that way, I just don't know how else you could do that. The only other maybe instance would be if you're sitting in the truck and you're fiddling with the lumbar support, if you have it over here, I do not, or even the lever to move the seat up and down, and you reach down with your fingernails and somehow you're impacting the weather stripping here. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But as you can see in my truck, there's no signs of any wear or scraping on any of the plastic surfaces or on any of the seals around here. It all looks nice and solid. Now, real quick, let's run around and check the passenger side, and then we'll even take a look at the back side, the rear passenger areas, to see if we can see anything there, I guess. Over here on the front passenger side, same thing, just a quick look around the seal itself, and you guys can see it looks brand new. There's a little indentation from the, I guess, the door area. That's pretty normal. There's those holes, by the way, all along the trim work on the outside or on the door itself. I never noticed those before. But going back to the door area, again, looking around here, there's the corner, on down the side where you would expect maybe some scraping or something if there was any. I don't see anything. And then, of course, right here in this bottom corner, like on the driver's side, there's nothing there. So I don't have any of those issues on the front passenger. Let's check the rear. Nobody rides in the rear, so it'd be very odd if I had any trim issues back here, but we'll check. Nothing along there. Moving on up the door itself. Nothing along that area, that surface, if you will, and then on across the top, and then on down the front part of the door area. I don't have any issues whatsoever. Let's check real quick the driver's side, back passenger. Okay, checking back here, I expect to see the same. Starting in the front area, let's get some light on there for you. I'm not seeing anything along there. Moving across the top, all the way around. So far, so good. And then right here in the corner, where if it was like that picture I showed you in the beginning, it'd be more prone to be. I don't see anything except a bunch of dirt and dust and stuff in the truck. So no, I don't see any issues myself on my truck with any problems whatsoever like that. So I think it's probably isolated. My guess is it's probably realistically more of a wear and tear usage thing. Speaking of wear and tear, one of the folks that made that post on the Facebook group stated that the dealership told them they would not replace those, even though they're under warranty, because they're wear and tear items. I completely disagree with that. I think that's BS. Absolutely, they should be covered under warranty, even if you are wearing them. You know, unless you take a knife and you're slicing those or something, it shouldn't happen. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you see that on your truck? Are you finding torn up door seals? I'd be curious to know. Real quick, let me put these shackles on the back, and then I'll show you a real brief look at them in a minute. Okay, got the red shackles all installed on the back. Definitely like that look better. I just think, especially with the black little guards that of course you'd remove if you were going to use them, but I think it just looks better on the truck. I know the light kind of washes it out there, but definitely a good look. And I'm now happy that they do match the ones in the front as well.